90% of hunters still believe a stubborn myth. They think if you want absolute sub-MOA precision and a bolt that does not bind in the freezing cold, you have to drop at least $2,000 on a custom rig. That outdated mindset is costing them thousands of dollars and pushing them away from modern innovation. The other 10%, they understand that advanced CNC machining has completely rewritten the rules of the budget rifle. They shoot tighter groups, carry lighter gear, and never look back. We are breaking down the top 5 budget-friendly Browning hunting rifles for 2026. These are the tools that strip away the expensive cosmetic upgrades to deliver pure, unapologetic performance. Sliding into the number 5 spot is the Browning AB3 Micro Stalker. Let's be real, the hunting industry has ignored smaller framed shooters for decades, forcing them to modify full-sized platforms or deal with terrible ergonomics. Browning engineered this rifle specifically to solve that problem for legal sporting use and wilderness survival. The damage to your wallet is roughly $740. This compact rifle features a shortened 13-inch length of pull and a nimble 20-inch sport contour barrel, bringing the total weight down to a featherlight 6 pounds 9 ounces. It runs on 308, and when you get behind it, the firearm balances naturally in the hands without nose-heavy dipping. The trigger breaks with the sudden click of a heavy toggle switch at 4.5 pounds. When it slings 308 downrange, the recoil is transformed into a soft push against the collarbone, courtesy of the premium Pochmeyer decelerator pad absorbing the kinetic energy. Under the hood, the mechanical genius lies in the oversized 3-lug bolt system, operating with a 60-degree lift. Most entry-level rifles utilize a thin 2-lug bolt that requires a full 90-degree rotation to open the action. By packing 3 locking lugs into the bolt head, Browning reduces the cycling arc significantly, ensuring the bolt handle clears large modern optics completely during rapid reloads. This fat bolt design acts like a piston inside the receiver, sliding smoothly without binding even under heavy lateral stress. The Micro Stalker is not a rifle built for internet clout. It is the tool you buy when you want a new shooter to focus on fundamentals instead of fighting the equipment. Honestly, I have zero mechanical complaints about this setup. But here is the cold truth. If you are a 6'4" hunter with long arms, this compact stock will feel like a range toy. It is built strictly for smaller operators who buy once and buy right. Now we get serious as we hit number 4, the Browning AB3 Composite Stalker. This is the baseline, no-nonsense meat earner, built strictly for wilderness survival and filling freezers. You are looking at roughly $600 at the retail counter, making it the most affordable tool on our board. It sheds the fancy aesthetic upgrades to focus entirely on raw terminal performance. It eats 300 Win Mag for breakfast, utilizing a 26-inch cold-rolled steel barrel to ensure a complete powder burn and maximum kinetic energy transfer. Getting your hands on this rig feels like grabbing a trusted crowbar. The straight comb black composite stock features a pronounced palm swell that locks your shooting hand into place, while the molded pebble texturing provides brutal grip when the weather turns nasty. When you send it down range, it kicks like an angry mule. But the proprietary Inflex recoil pad uses internal directional ribs to pull the comb down and away from your cheek, saving your face from taking the brunt of the impact. The single-stage trigger snaps cleanly like stepping on brittle ice. Taking a closer look at the muzzle, you will find a hand-reamed chamber feeding a button-rifled bore finished with a recessed target crown. Most cheap rifles just cut the barrel flat, leaving the delicate rifling exposed. By recessing the crown, Browning engineers intentionally sink the final edge of the rifling deeper into the steel. That means if you drop this rifle or slam the muzzle into a rock while hiking through dense timber, The critical point where the bullet exits remains perfectly intact. This preserves the uniform release of propellant gases, ensuring your accuracy never degrades. Honestly, my only gripe with this setup is the lack of a factory-threaded muzzle. In an era where running a suppressor is becoming the standard for hearing protection and recoil management, not having those threads means you are stuck with the blast unless you pay a gunsmith to cut them for you. It is a soft annoyance, but absolutely not a deal-breaker given the rock-solid reliability. This is a rugged tack driver built for hunters who treat their gear like tools, not museum pieces. Entering the elite tier, we find the Browning X-Bolt 2 Composite Special LR. I know the long-range fanboys will hate this ranking just because it does not cost $3,000. Drop your take in the comments. This dedicated precision platform handles legal sporting use and overwatch hunting with absolute dominance. Sets you back roughly $890. Slings 7mm PRC downrange. The rifle delivers incredible kinetic energy with predictable ballistics. The multi-lever DLX trigger shatters like a thin pane of crystal at a crisp 3 pounds. Under firing stress, the heavy recoil is managed as a steady push against the shoulder, rather than a sharp snap. Looking under the hood, the mechanical core relies on a 26-inch heavy sporter contour barrel, forged from matte stainless steel. This heavy contour shifts the center of gravity forward to stabilize your crosshairs when shooting from a bipod, while dramatically reducing barrel whip. Barrel whip is the natural harmonic vibration that deflects the muzzle when powder ignites, and minimizing it prevents point of impact shifts from thermal expansion during extended strings of fire. Honestly, my only gripe here is the physical footprint of this rig. Weighing over 7 pounds before you even mount a large optic or a suppressor, dragging this heavy beast through thick timber will wear you down quickly. It is an ergonomic trade-off, not a structural failure. This platform is a specialized overwatch tool built for hunters who buy once and buy right. This is where most channels stop. We keep going, hitting number 2 with the Browning AB3 Pro Composite SPR. If you want specialized tactical performance merged with wilderness survival capability, this is your undeniable answer. Street price is right around $780. It feeds on 6.5 Creedmoor with absolute surgical precision. Picking up this rifle, you immediately notice the aggressive gray and green weather-resistant composite stock. The flattened fore-end rides perfectly on a barricade or a hunting pack, giving you incredible stability when taking an improvised shot in the brush. When you send a round downrange, the recoil is nothing but a dull thud against the shoulder, easily managed despite the incredibly lightweight 6-pound 9-ounce bare rifle weight. The single-stage trigger snaps like a frozen pine branch, offering zero creep and pure consistency. Diving into the engineering, Browning machined deep spiral flutes into both the barrel and the massive bolt body. This is not just for an aggressive tactical look. Removing that material cuts the weight down significantly for those grueling hikes, but more importantly, it drastically increases the external surface area of the steel. That means the barrel sheds heat much faster during rapid strings of fire, preventing your groups from opening up when the metal gets hot. Paired with an 18-inch barrel and factory 5/8 by 24 threads, this system is optimized flawlessly to run a suppressor without turning your rifle into an unwieldy javelin in tight spaces. This platform easily earns its high ranking, but wait until you see the absolute monster sitting at number 1. As for the honest critique, the Pro Composite SPR catches a slight yellow flag regarding its magazine. It utilizes a hybrid polymer and steel box magazine with a leaf spring design. While it feeds perfectly well in the weapon, loading rounds into it with freezing hands can feel stiff and clunky compared to a premium rotary setup. It is a minor irritant, but absolutely not a liability when it is time to eliminate a threat. Entering the elite tier at number 1, The undisputed champion is the Browning X-Bolt 2 Composite Special SPR. The final damage to your wallet is roughly $890. This platform strips away the expensive carbon fiber and high-grade walnut, replacing it with an ultra-rugged weatherproof composite stock, so you get flagship architecture without the flagship price tag. It eats 6.5 Creedmoor for breakfast. When you get behind the optic, the multi-lever DLX trigger breaks like fracturing a porcelain plate at a flawless 3 pounds. As you send a round downrange, the suppressor-ready 18-inch barrel mitigates the blast, and the recoil absorbs like punching a heavy bag. Working the 60-degree action feels like sliding a heavy steel bank vault door perfectly into place. The mechanical superiority of this platform lies in the proprietary X-Lock scope mounting system. Traditional hunting actions use 2 screws per base to hold your optic, which can fail under extreme stress. Browning engineered the X-Bolt receiver to accept 4 screws per base, totaling 8 massive steel anchors. This completely isolates your scope rings from the violent shear forces of heavy recoil, guaranteeing your zero never wanders, even if you take a hard fall in the mountains. Furthermore, it feeds from a flush-fit rotary magazine that aligns the cartridge directly with the chamber, protecting delicate bullet tips from deformation. This rifle takes the absolute top spot because it gives you the rugged, weatherproof reliability of number 4, but with a fully adjustable match-grade trigger that puts number 2 to shame. And it delivers all the long-range precision of number 3 without weighing over 7 pounds bare. Look, I have no real complaints here, but if you are on a tight budget, this one will sting at the register. It is built exclusively for operators who buy once, buy right, and demand absolute perfection in the field. Look, the days of accepting garbage performance just because you are on a budget are dead and gone. For decades, the industry told you that precision was a luxury, reserved for the guys dropping thousands of dollars on custom rigs. That was a lie, and Browning proved it with every single rifle on this list. From the dense timber to the wide-open plains, these tools are built to run flawlessly when the elements turn against you. You do not need to empty your bank account to achieve absolute stopping power. You just need the right tool in your hands and the discipline to master it. If you want the raw truth without the fluff, lock it in right here. Train hard, stay safe, and I will see you downrange.